All right, welcome to the show.
All right.
This is all right.
Well, it's an obligation. Like, all right. We're doing this. I guess.
One of these times, I'm gonna open it like a WWE opening, like, ladies and gentlemen.
You should.
In this corner, we have.
You should do that every fucking.
Jay, the cunt puncher. Whatever. And this.
Dylan.
Yeah.
You could use my last name. Or...
No, I was trying to think of something else kind of clever, but yeah, and we can play like the John Cena song.
Cunt punching, pole smoking, beast from the east.
Yeah, exactly. And then Cody. Woo! And like a little bit of clapping.
At least you're not beating women and sucking dick.
Yeah, no, you're right. I wish. I'm envious of your title.
And people saying you're from somewhere you're not.
Right, yeah. From the east, motherfucker.
I've never even been to the east side. I grew up in California.
No, but we should do that sometime. Have just like, give him the chair.
We could do that in the studio.
Oh, you know what?
And
we can have Gabe come in here, and you can be introduced, and I'll sneak up behind and just like drop kick him.
That would be so awesome.
And just play the John Cena song, and yeah, that'd be pretty tight.
You know, speaking of wrestling songs, this is weird.
Is this like a love-making song?
And it is weird
like...
that you kind of whatever. But I listened to a Cult of Personality last night.
I like Cult of Personality.
Honestly, didn't know it was a wrestling song until I looked into the song. As CM Punk used to use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which there again, like, kind of means.
What song was it?
Cult of Personality.
Oh yeah, by
Living Colour.
Yeah.
And like I was like so amazed by their guitar playing. I'm just like, and even the lyrics and the singing. I'm like, why didn't this band get? I mean, I know Cult of Personality is huge,
right?
But the
it's
rest
our hero.
So I started listening to more of their music. Fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it's cheesy, like 80s, because that's where they were from. But then I started like looking in, and it's weird, like how those guys, like just looking at me, you're like, oh, that's that Cult of Personality guy. Too bad for him. You know, they just had one song.
Yeah.
Looking into their work, though, it's like, no, they didn't. Like, they've done scores for big movies. They've been, all about, like, this jazz fusion. Like, they have never worked, like, actual, blue-collar work or whatever.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have to. They're set. But it's just kind of crazy, huh? And then you look at, like, people, you're like, man, how the hell do they stay that way? It's like, they hustle, that's how. They're doing shit all the time.
That's true.
I mean, for us that just kind of want to get into this podcast radio thing, we still, I mean, you look at like the credits, even, that we've done, okay, guested on this, guested on that, started in college radio, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird when you start adding up your accolades. Even though you think you're a worthless piece of shit, I haven't really done anything with that. But when you start adding up, you're like, well, I've done some stuff, actually. It's all these years weren't just completely wasted.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, man?
No.
That's right, I'm right.
Oh. No, you're not right.
Catch me outside, how about that?
How about that?
Have you seen that girl?
It's hard not to.
Okay,
I can't get away from that girl.
Really?
Oh, it's all over Facebook. Not as much as it... What? Do you hear she went back on Dr. Phil?
I heard that the second time?
Yeah.
When was that? Like
just
this
like
week?
last week or so. Maybe...
It had been this week.
No, it hadn't. It was only Tuesday.
I heard
think
news
it went on.
About her. Wait.
I think she just went on
maybe it's for a third time.
No, it's a second time.
No, maybe I'm thinking about for a third time.
Oh,
she's
for real?
scheduled.
Oh, really?
I think so. I don't know.
Because I think she just went on last week, and no one was there. Like, they didn't have an audience. So.
Did they do like a, hey, this is what she did at the ranch or whatever?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't know she went to a ranch.
I saw clips, and it was,
hey, Jude.
she was at the, at some ranch or whatever for months or whatever, and she was like nice and normal.
Nothing changed then. She's in a Kodak Black video now. Do you
Well,
know who that is?
Here's my thing. Well, as soon as she goes back to her mom, then she's like a bitch again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know her dad is a police officer?
That makes sense. Somehow that makes sense.
And the cops in the last 2 years have been called to the house 51 times.
Jesus. Why?
I don't know, but like, I don't know if the dad must not live with them or something.
Is he black?
I don't know. I doubt it. She looks really white.
It's true.
Looks very, very white. So probably he's probably like a respectable guy, and he was probably like, "Fuck these two,
Right?
I'm done."
Yeah. Right. No.
You know, I'm trying to.
Although I don't know, her mom doesn't seem awful.
Okay, so you haven't seen the video of them in the Spirit airline?
No.
Her mom is starting a fight with someone else.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, and they're going back and forth, and the fucking little girl, you can hear her yelling too.
Ugh.
And it's like, oh, what trashy people.
You know, and the sad part is, if she didn't have such an awful personality, I'd totally get with her. She's hot. She has a fine body.
So she's like 14, right?
No. I'm pretty sure she's 18 now. I think she was
not.
like 15 when the show last aired. That was like 3 or 4 years ago. No. The first time she was on, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think.
No, really?
I thought, and I'm pretty sure she's 18 now.
I feel like you need to research that.
I mean, what does it matter? I go young anyway.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, no, that's your... But the age thing is where it's like, how old is this chick? Because at first I heard she was 13.
That was on the first show.
And then, like, Mike Cannon was actually like, so it's a good thing I didn't ask about her boobs.
No, she's in a... do you know who Kodak Black is?
No.
He's a really bad rapper. He's awful. But
No.
He's in one of his new videos.
He's in one of his new?
Whatever. And, like, it's the really trashy white girl that's just, like, sitting on the hood of a Mercedes, I think, just, like, waving money and stuff. It's, like, slowed down. She's just, like, all like this and, like, ugh.
Why?
No, it's very typical.
It is. Why do we do that?
I don't know. I don't think that's attractive.
I mean, I don't think... Like, why do we just want to live up to the stereotype that we are? I mean, you don't see me, like, beating up black people or, hating homosexuals and whatever.
Right.
But I'm from the Midwest with a beard and a fucking... Yeah. I look like I'm all about Jesus and not about free thinking. But I'm like, no.
It's true.
Fuck the norm. Like, think outside of the box a little bit. Be different.
Yeah.
I don't know why people always want... Like, Kendrick Lamar is a great example
I love
of somebody who... Yeah, like, he could just be like this money bitch kind of rapper, but no,
definitely
he's really intelligent and,
Love him.
And he's great, too. Everyone loves him. Queen Bey. I mean, she's another one. Like, she was out talking about being independent and how strong and whatever. Now, I don't agree with everything.
I mean, I don't like her as a person.
I don't know her as a person. So.
She's
you know her?
I do.
Oh, you hung out with Beyonce?
I was sucking on her belly the other day. Right after the Grammys, we got together. We had a little bit to drink, and Jay-Z watched from the closet, beat off a little bit while I was sucking on her outie.
So I feel like it's all you saying that right now. Because when I think of people that control the world, they're a group that might. I throw them up as possible. No, I've always loved Jay-Z, to be honest, but...
I like him.
I don't...
Not...
I saw this article, and it was actually, like, on CNN, I believe, and it said Beyonce having twins is the last line of humanity for America. And I'm like...
Why?
Ugh! No!
Bernie!
I mean...
Does Bernie have kids?
I don't think he does. See, he's a guy that wouldn't. Like, he's
Wouldn't
that
what?
cool to not have kids.
And see, that's the problem. He needs to. Let's look this up. Does Bernie Sanders...
Did you find out about...
What's her nuts?
Yeah.
I don't even know her name.
I don't know, if you just put...
He does. He has a son. Levi.
There's an heir to the... We need to, like, find him and...
Right?
Like a Game of Thrones kind of thing. Like, you hold the crown now. I mean, we have to behead Donald Trump first to get the crown. But, we'll get there. We're working on it.
I'm starting off with, what is Catch Me Outside girl's name?
It's like Danielle something.
Danielle...
Takes a dick?
Why is nobody, like... Danielle Bregoli. Okay.
Wow, that's a...
I know. How old?
What is that? Is that Italian?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is...
That explains the attitude. Dude, I typed in how old is D-A-N-I, and the
I'm sure
first
it's a
one
person.
was...
I'm sure, yeah. because we're not the only ones that are curious. There's like guys wanting to beat off to her, I'm sure, which is just fucking.
She is 13.
I told you.
I thought this was like
I
years
fucking
ago.
told you. You nasty pervert.
Wait, now hold up. Here's the weird thing.
Hey,
though.
Cody's the only motherfucker that can get a 20 and a 13 as a speeding ticket.
I
had to like ruin my joke by saying as a speeding ticket.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what the Mandela effect is, right? Where you think you've seen and know something, but it turns out not to be that at all.
Yeah. Well.
Like it comes from Nelson Mandela, because everybody could have sworn that he died in prison, but then he didn't really die in prison.
I mean,
You've heard about this, right?
Sure.
Okay, it's called the Mandela Effect, where basically you are, like, absolutely, like, and a lot of people do this, where they remember something, like, yeah, no, this is how it was, but it was never like that, and it's just something goes on with your brain. I could have sworn that this was, like, the first time she was on, I thought it was, like, 3 or 4 years ago.
No, it was, like, yeah, like
6
months ago.
Because when this whole thing started, I saw it, and I was like, oh, wow, this is an old meme, this hasn't been out for a while, it must be coming around again. And so I thought...
So how does that make you feel as a person, Cody?
Well, I feel pretty good about myself.
I bet you probably dropped a nut to that, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Just right now, actually.
Actually, right now. No, but, back to her real quick. As I'm sure, I was going to say, you beat me to the punchline. Why? She's got 3 million fucking viewers or followers on Instagram or Face Punch or something.
Face Punch.
Face Sit. That's my favorite one.
Right.
But why?
Because she's been popularized by society for stupid reasons.
Why? Is my okay? I know I sound like a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Like being annoying, but why do we? And honestly, it's your generation on this one.
Yeah.
And not that my generation hasn't done that, okay? I mean, we've made superstars out of people like Jerry Springer, but Jerry Springer is actually a really cool guy, but we didn't make him.
Right.
We didn't know about the.
Right.
We didn't know that he was respectable. So yeah, you're not without sin, or we're not without sin. But why do everybody follow her and make her popular and make her rich off of her stupid saying? People probably buy her products and her fucking whatever, but then they hate her. And they're like, people shouldn't act this way. Really? They shouldn't, because the way I live my life is if I do something good, I get a reward.
Right.
You buy some jewelry, you get a blowjob. You kill a monster, you get experience. Whatever you want to go on.
Right, yeah. I don't know.
You act like an asshole, you get money.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a reward.
Of course. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do with my life.
I mean, not that... No, I mean...
No, I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean...
When you act like a moron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she is.
Right.
And completely disrespectful.
Total, just... She's one of those people that you're like, ugh.
I know.
And she's also one of those I don't understand, because like you were saying, she... For a child... She could be like in commercials and shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, she has that confidence too.
Yeah.
But no, she's a future porn star is what she is.
I hope so.
Why? Which I can't really shit on that either, because I was looking up like
Farrah Abraham.
No, well I mean she was reality first.
Right.
But I was looking up I don't know who it was.
Dude, you know who I'd like to see become a porn star?
Anyway, hold on just one second. It was somebody who. Alexis, Texas. And I happened to look up her net worth. Because that's how I roll when I look at porn stars. Right. I want to see how much money they have. I can't jerk off to them unless they have a mill.
Right.
And she's worth like $5 million.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? And I know someone's going to comment or something and be like, you're wrong, I just looked it up. And you're probably right. But I'm just saying something like 5. It was enough to make me go, what the fuck?
You know who I'd like to see become a porn star? Is what's her nuts from iCarly, the blonde chick?
Oh, the blonde with the yeah. So I stopped myself. And she's old enough now. She's like
I was gonna say
in her mid-20s, I think.
Yeah, probably. I think early 20s, but
well, cause I think
she's about my age.
When I saw her on a rerun of iCarly a few years ago, I was like, I'd kind of like to see that chick naked. And then, like, I looked at her age. I'm like, oh, good, she's like 22.
Yeah. I have absolutely no idea. Haven't looked recently. Oh, it's got great.
You know, I mean, okay, so at one point, I should say, 22. But I don't know. She's going to be older now. I don't think she's going to do
Did she
porn,
ever
though.
do nude stuff?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked.
Ooh.
I'm always surprised. Who was it? There was some chick. Oh, the girl from the AT&T commercials.
Oh God, yes.
She's done some nudes.
She has.
Yes.
I looked at it one day.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
my
and,
God.
titties are amazing.
And she's got a cute face.
She does.
Which is like really funny because I know it's just getting face fucked by somebody.
I don't think that's the nudes, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because it wasn't porn. It was.
No, but
else.
I mean in real life.
Yeah.
I bet somebody's just absolutely ruining that face.
Probably.
I would be.
Oh, look who's stumbling his ass in here. What's
Hey,
up, Gabe?
what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Back again. Man, this is like the second or third time you've hit it in
Probably
a
the
row.
I
third?
know.
Yeah.
I think it is the third.
Nice.
I love having Gabe in studio.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a great
nice.
guy.
Have somebody else to bash on other than me.
How did I know you were going to say that?
I'll tell you what, though. We got to set up to do a proper interview with you.
Yeah.
No one, they don't know you really.
Yeah.
No,
you know,
not
just
really.
kind of, you're the guy, you know, you're a musician, blah blah. We need to do a proper interview.
I am the guy.
I think we set it up next
That's
time.
it.
Yeah.
Next show,
Yeah.
Yep.
Do
do an
that.
interview. That'd be
Do
awesome.
that.
This Gabe actually is a rather successful musician, individual.
Yeah.
We just never talk about him because he's just a fuckhead to us.
Right.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, we've known him for forever though, so you know, you kind of do that to your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you know you're good friends.
So let me ask you something. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
Would you fuck the Catch Me Outside chick?
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, this is a legitimate
Yeah,
question.
legitimate question. Yeah, would you?
No.
Why?
I don't think. No. I don't.
Why?
You don't find her
Now
attractive?
here's
No.
the thing. No, take personality out of it. Like just pretend
personality
pretend
part?
she has a
Take
nice
it out.
personality.
Can you bring up a
Yeah,
picture of her?
okay.
Yeah, you know what she looks like,
Yeah,
right?
I know she looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. She's got
Yeah, take
she's got,
personality
her
out
body.
of that.
Personality. Let's just say she has a nice one. Would you?
Depending on the state of mind I'm in.
What do you mean? I mean,
Wow.
if you're looking to bone, you
Yeah.
run into her.
And she's down.
Would you bone her? Like, is she boneable? That's all. It's not a crazy question. So when you see a random chick, oh, is that boneable?
I'm gonna pull up a
That's
picture,
just-
and maybe that.
Pull
will-
up a picture. Let's refresh my memory.
I will.
brings
I mean,
up,
I have her face just stuck in my head.
No,
brings, brings
that's
up
the
a picture
problem.
of
Right
Gilbert
there.
Gottfried.
Right.
By the way,
Gil-
I would bone Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, hey. Here you go.
That's not her.
Yeah,
No.
no, that is.
Seriously?
I'm dead serious. That is her.
All
I
right,
mean, the
I'm
gold
down.
teeth are. The gold teeth. Yeah, pretend she doesn't have the gold teeth.
That's her?
Yeah, that's her.
There's no way. Is that really?
I'm telling you, that's her. Yes, that is her.
All right, I'm down.
I was
You,
hoping
sir-
you would be.
Yeah, me too. I was really hoping that. She's 13.
What? Bullshit.
She's totally
Yep.
13. Fucking pedo over here was the first one who was like, "Man,
Okay, I am out.
He was
Yeah, now you are.
he was
sure.
all talking about how he wish she was in porn and he'd fuck her, and I'm like, yeah, she's 13. No, she's not 13.
I thought she was 18.
He looked it up on air, by the way.
Yeah.
13.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of disappointed. to
Yeah,
be
I'll
honest.
pass. I don't go that route.
You pedophile motherfuckers.
More for me.
I can't believe who I am.
More for me. Less to share.
Yeah, but you only got like, what, a year, baby, before she's out of your range?
Nothing's out of my range.
Dude, once she hits like
Yeah,
14,
whatever,
she's getting
yeah.
a little too old for you, I'm sure.
You got another year.
Like,
Yeah, but
That's it.
I'm fixing to turn 21.
Oh, so you're gonna up it to 15?
Oh, so the creepiness doesn't...
No.
It
right,
also
right,
raises?
right.
So by the time you're like my age,
By the time I
you'll
right.
be banging like 16-years-olds?
I was going for like
Oh,
a
man.
fetus, but yeah, sure. Just
Wow.
straight out the womb, just
Oh, it goes backwards.
right. Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah. No. So
when
really,
you hit
it'll be
21,
like 12.
she's going to be too old.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I may change. I may make an exception.
I thought you were going to do a year,
No.
No,
I don't think so. What do you mean by the time I'm your age? By the time I'm your age, I'll be banging like 20-year-olds then. Because she's 13 now.
I thought you were
Turning
going in
21.
reverse.
No, going by his logic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's not weird though. I figure for you, it's about being a pedophile. It's about the crime itself. That's what gets you to come, not
What
the
can
fact
I say?
that.
I don't want to get caught.
Yeah.
God, it's so weird. Like, we've had this discussion before. Like, that's literally a child. Like, why do people get off on that? In all seriousness, why do people get off on that?
Do you
I
think
have no
any of
idea.
that, by the way, is hereditary?
What do you mean?
Like, if your uncle likes to fuck children, will your cousin like to fuck children? His son.
I
Oh no, that's a really good question.
can't say.
I bring this
Because
up.
isn't there a lot of like mental illness
I think
that
so.
has to do with that anyway?
Well, I bring this up because the guy, what's his name at Penn State? What was his name?
Sandusky?
I can't-
Yeah, Sandusky. His son got arrested yesterday for
Yeah.
rape or touching children.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and Sandusky's still doing, what is it, like 15 to 30 years
I thought maybe.
for abusing those kids,
Which
right?
one died? One of them died.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought it was Sandusky that died.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
This is why we're not good at being in the news. Like, well, it was probably a major story and we just missed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sandusky. Who really cares?
Although, major news.
Is it, though?
No. It was just segueing into something else. Flynn.
Michelle?
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 Really? Is that where you're going? Flint, Michigan? What?
No,
Mike Flynn from
Yeah,
the
I
Green Bay
don't know.
Packers?
I don't... Fuck off. I've got no defense for that.
Oh, what are you doing?
He is lost.
Killing me at
He's
the moment.
unsure of himself.
I got stuck looking at it.
What?
I was trying to figure out if that was actually her, though, because I don't think it is. The more I look at it,
I don't
I don't think that's her.
think
I didn't
it's
think
her
that was
either.
either. That picture you showed up.
Makes it even better.
Which, by the way, made me feel really creepy looking at that picture.
Yeah, I know it did.
But then I thought, like, I guess nothing's illegal.
And it wasn't nude, by the way.
She was in a bra and, like, sweatpants or something, but
Yeah.
still, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Flint, you're
Yeah.
more educated on it at the moment than I am because you read the most
Are you talking
recent
Flint,
article.
Michigan?
Flynn.
Oh. With the Attorney General.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about it?
We were talking, speaking of illegal and big news,
Yeah.
our Attorney General works for the Russians.
Well,
No.
ex-Attorney General.
Ex-attorney.
He had his job for 23 days.
Did you hear about this at all?
Yes, I did.
You're a very educated guy. See, this guy has been busting his ass all day, out in the fields
Broadway.
working.
On the fields
wow.
working.
Wow, I'm nice, and you go for the whore.
Let's just go for a yard. Let's
Wait.
do that.
You said out in the fields working. That reminds me of slavery. How does that make you nice?
Well, I'm saying he's busting his ass.
Well,
You're
bust my ass.
You're
You
just
gotta
saying,
be sitting
you're
on
just
your
saying
ass.
he's getting busted in the ass.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not.
He stands up, and it feels like he sat on some pudding.
Gross.
Whoops, rough night.
You're welcome.
Why is there cranberry sauce in my underwear?
It's clumpy, too.
Is that a pink sock?
Bad visual.
Anyway, but you know about this.
What do you know?
Slightly, yes.
What do you know about it?
What do you know? Yeah, what do you bring to the table? Because there's so
Like I
much
said,
shit going on.
slightly. Yeah, I heard that he was fired and he was working with the Russians.
The Russians.
The Russians.
That's what.
Yep, pretty much. And what?
Yeah, you want to just do the breakdown?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Yates, Sally Yates, I think, she brought it to attention that Numbnuts was associating with our Russian buddies, and that there were phone calls that they were talking about sanctions and crap like this, and basically,
And that's what makes it illegal too, by the way.
right? Yeah,
Is that aside from the fact that they were private, he was
Right.
also discussing, hey, don't worry about the sanctions, we're going to handle that, blah, 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 all this stuff.
Do you
under lock and key kind of thing.
Do you think that Trump was in on it? And like now
I'll
that
tell
it's
you
become
this.
public, he's like, oh no. See, look, I'll fire him to show you that I'm not involved in this.
I'll tell you this. You and Keith Oberon have said that you believe Trump is the Manchurian candidate.
Yeah.
And I said all along, nah, come on, it's bullshit. I don't know. I'm starting to join your side.
All right.
It's
Let's
weird.
go.
I mean, and we're playing out this kind of, scenario where I'm like, well, okay, he got fired from Obama in 2014.
Yep.
What if he's
As
all
he is.
pissed off because he got fired, and then he goes to Trump and he's like, hey, listen, you got money, I got connections.
By the way, he got fired as director of intelligence under Obama.
Right.
So
he would definitely have
yeah,
those connections.
right.
Yeah.
Take Trump's money, work with Putin.
So why would Trump fire him?
Because he got caught.
Yeah.
And he has to, right? I mean,
Yep.
he can't just let that.
Right.
Maybe.
But you think?
I mean,
but
Trump does a
nobody's-
lot of
so.
shit.
Right. Nobody's made him bite it on anything else.
I know.
So
You're right. That does seem a little weird. I feel like this is one of those things, though, that we wouldn't be cool with.
everything else we've been cool with.
Well, I mean, there's enough, like...
Wow, excuse me. That one just kind of slipped
Holy
out.
crap.
That
I don't
felt-
think that slipped out.
No, but here's. I mean, that I kid you not. That's been building like all day. Like I had
bet
that
you feel a lot
tightness.
better.
Oh, you know how like when you have to or fart even, you have that tightness in your stomach.
Even?
God,
No,
I
for me,
feel-
it's all fart. Whatever, like...
No, mine's usually burps.
No, I just mean, like, the pressure.
Yeah.
I don't really get a pressure with burping. I mean, like, I know what you're
I
talking
do.
about, but the uncomfortable... for me, it's always
No, I know.
passing a little...
Yeah.
A little fart
agree.
box kiss. My anus does that too. It just makes
Does
a little,
it? Just like a little.
I learned.
That kind of worries me.
You guys don't know my
It's pretty
past.
hot though. Till you've
Since
seen
I
it
was
happen.
7.
Yeah.
Oh. Uncle Mike.
Yeah, I have an Uncle Mike.
So do I. My Uncle Mike's gay. Really? He actually is gay. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh,
Big Trump
man.
fan.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He would be.
Yeah, he'd fucking nephew.
Wait, he's a gay Republican?
Yeah, you see him all the time now.
Do you?
They're not the unicorn they used to be.
Huh.
Oh, look at Milo.
My Little Pony.
Anyway, I do think that maybe Trump is involved with the Russians.
I think he definitely is. I mean, obviously, I've said that the whole
Yeah,
time.
you've been.
I
You're winning
I
me
think,
over.
I think the more and more his presidential not campaign anymore, the more his presidency continues, the more I'm convinced. The more stuff is coming out. Why is it
the
that
more I want to kill myself.
why is it that everything that's coming out against him has to do with Russia? Everything.
Or his daughter.
Well, yeah, but specifically,
I'm just saying.
as far as other countries go, everything's around Russia. He's got a lot of stuff surrounding him with Russia.
He hates Australia. That was a thing.
So I don't understand why. How can
know,
you hate
I love
Australia?
Australia.
Yeah,
My
I
favorite
hate
comedian's
Australia.
from there.
Yeah.
Jim
Our
Jeffries.
favorite comedian.
Yeah,
We share that. Like,
Yeah.
we like to watch Jim Jeffries and cuddle.
we do. We do.
So, what do you think, Gabe? You think he's a,
Oh, I think he's
a
involved.
Rusky spy?
I don't think
think-
he's a spy.
No.
I think he's definitely put in there, though.
Isn't that weird, though? That Russia could do that?
No, and see, here's what's even weirder is that people are, like, completely turning a blind eye to it. No, election wasn't rigged. Really? Come on, after all this stuff that's coming out, you have to look back at that. You have to. You are obligated as an American to look back and be
Oh,
like,
I think
okay,
so. I think
all
you've
this
gotta
stuff's
look
coming
at it,
out
yeah.
surrounding him with Russia, like,
More and more,
Yeah.
it's starting to be like, yeah. And I think you
Guys.
take that onto Pence, too. Like, you didn't win either, then, motherfucker.
I don't think Pence has anything to do with
No,
Russia.
I think he's completely innocent of it, but he
I'm not saying he's a good guy.
He shouldn't be president, though.
Well,
Like, if
no.
we impeach Trump,
yeah,
Pence won on that, like,
right.
broken...
I mean, he didn't do anything. He only won because of Trump.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I mean, but
Fucking
in all fairness...
nobody wants a fucking, Christian Race Bannon to be there.
Oh,
Yeah, he looks like the dude from Johnny Quest.
yeah.
It's Race Bannon, yeah. Just noticed that.
That was weird. We chuckled and said at the same
That
time.
is weird. That's how we work. It's like
We're
this.
just
And then like this.
Yeah, you're right.
People can't see
Cuddle
I'm
buddy
stroking my
type
dick,
thing.
but yeah.
not
Did
literally.
you say cuddle butt?
No, kettle buddy type thing.
Oh.
It's got going on.
What can we say?
I wouldn't say cuddle buddy.
I think
Oh,
so.
I guess not.
It's more of
I guess he wants to act different in front of his friends now.
I would say it's more of a spit over lube kind of.
Oh, is
yeah.
I'm telling you, aloe vera is the way to go.
Oh.
No, it's great.
No, it's awesome.
It really is.
Yeah.
But doesn't it? Like,
But
if
you use
get,
it for butt stuff.
If you get a,
I use it for normal
if you
procedures.
get like a little cut though, doesn't it burn more?
well, no.
No?
I mean, I've never had a cut on my dick, so.
Yeah, well, you've had if you've had sex.
Well, true, but okay,
Would
then
it
you can't
soothe it?
tell. Yeah, actually,
See, and honestly, as
Oh,
I said
really?
that, I was thinking that, like, oh wait, maybe it doesn't burn.
maybe that's why it felt so cool. Was because my whole dick is just one large cut.
We call that
I
a
can believe
vagina.
It's just there's lacerations everywhere.
You'll.
Just one. Just one laceration.
It bleeds a little bit throughout the day, but once I get hard and all the blood rushes, it's just like a pool of blood.
You're like the guy from Boardwalk Empire, but you do it with your dick. You just tie it up and hit it when you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah. What's that movie where he wakes up with morning wood? He's like hitting his like, go down. Why won't you go down? Have you seen that? What's that?
My Uncle Mike.
No, I can't remember it. It's a funny movie. I remember that. Can't remember what movie it is now
I
though.
feel like I might know what you're talking about.
I feel like I do too, but I have
But
no
I
idea
couldn't-
what.
yeah.
And it's
the
a
movie's
well-known
called.
actor is the problem. I want to say it.
Or like Will Ferrell or something. Like
No, I want to say it's
Owen Wilson or
no.
Jimmy Cagney?
No.
That would be great.
I can't remember. It'll come to me. Maybe.
Midnight when you get pounded.
Zach Galifianakis?
Nope.
What about the other Zach that I can't think of the name?
Is that-
Efron.
Nope.
That's who I was thinking.
He's funny though.
Well, that's what I figured. He does like those real.
No, this is an older movie.
Oh. Vince Vaughn?
No.
How about we just keep throwing out names and you keep saying no? That's great fucking radio. That's exactly what people want to listen to.
No.
No. So we got.
We're going to Google.
I still don't think you're gonna find the answer there.
I'll pull a Bush here. You misunderestimate me.
I think I overestimate you far too often. We got aside from the glory of the Flynn situation and blah blah blah, we also had the Grammys recently. Did you guys watch any
I
of the
didn't
Grammys?
watch
I watched
this year at all.
highlights from it.
There's a lot to actually talk about on the Grammys. We are running out of time, so I'm not going to. But let me just say this. That Metallica Lady Gaga thing would have been so awesome.
No, I know.
I think, like, the
If it's-
audio was so bad, though. Even the guitars were not.
Right. But I tell you what, like when they actually sang together, it sounded really good.
It sounded great.
They
And
sang together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he had to come over and like share it. There were a couple times where his mic worked for a little bit, but like he'd come over and share her mic. They sounded pretty good together.
and she did great.
And-
like, the way she picked
Oh yeah.
up.
No, I know.
Because
And
you
like
could tell
was-
she, like, went over to Kirk Hammett's mic so he could grab her mic.
Yeah.
It was really professional
And
of
it
her,
was-
and she did great.
It was funny because she didn't. I don't think she noticed it at first because like I think he was supposed to sing a bit.
Yeah.
And she sang like a couple lines, but you could tell they were kind of out of place. They weren't like I was singing to it in my head, and I was like, well, those lyrics don't go there. But she kind of put them in so it sounded decent. Like you could obviously tell. You could see him singing.
Yeah, you
but,
could
like,
see him
nothing
singing,
was
but
coming
nothing
out.
was coming
Yeah.
out.
But
yeah.
then they finally got it figured out. It really worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
She ended up gotten to where she just sang the song.
Pretty
She-
much.
I
She
mean,
sang
really,
a little.
yeah.
Even when they got her mic working and he was using
Yeah.
it was still not.
Yeah.
I mean, the Grammys are assholes, I think is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
For
think so,
one,
too.
they didn't introduce Metallica.
I know, but she had Laverne Cox came out and apologized for that.
Well, she should have. Because she was... Here's my thing. She was doing some... hey, we need to follow this person because they're a political activist, blah, blah, blah. And here's the next band. Like, that's not your first job. I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
Like, I'm a political activist. I believe in that shit. But still, that's not your first job. Pay respect to
One of
an
the greats.
art... Yeah, an amazing artists that have earned their place there.
no, I
And you
agree.
can't even say their name.
I want,
You know, and then you can't get their audio right. You
Yeah.
can't get... I mean, you couldn't hear him. Like I said, the guitar sounded really muddled.
It did.
And it's
Especially
like,
during Kirk Hammett's did.
Yeah.
James Hetfield sounded fine, because if you paid attention... Sorry, that sounded really demeaning. If you listened to it, when Kirk was going on his solo,
Yeah.
he was kind of choppy and muddled and stuff, but Hammett's, you could tell, you could hear the rhythm better than you could Kirk.
You mean Hetfield?
Hetfield, yeah, sorry.
No, the solo was a badass, by the way.
Yeah.
Awesome solo. Awesome
I was really looking forward to that.
But they fucking showed Lady Gaga instead of Hammett. Like,
and by the way,
fucking show the
you know what I
lead
noticed?
guitar player.
Not once. You know who they didn't show? Rob Trujillo.
Yeah.
They did not once show him.
And he did this cool, like, little dance thing.
Oh,
with
I know.
Gaga.
I was
Wow.
watching him in the back, and he's like going for it, like his dreadlocks are going, and I'm like, that's my man.
By the way, I've never wanted to fuck Lady Gaga more than I do now.
Right?
I
She
didn't know
used
how-
to be really weird, like with the meat suit and stuff.
I still would tongue punch her.
Oh, now I
yeah, I mean,
oh man,
I would Gabe her.
So you do eat ass.
After the Super Bowl, I gained respect for her because she did a really good job live. I've never actually heard her live. She was on key. She was doing choreography. She was playing the
guitar.
The guitar.
She actually wasn't though.
Oh, she wasn't.
I listened to it, and when she wasn't playing, the same notes were
Okay.
still playing.
Okay, but still.
No, yeah.
I mean, her main responsibility is singing.
Yeah,
She did great.
Yeah, and any assholes who are like she's fat.
Oh, I know.
Fuck. What the hell's
What?
wrong with you?
Oh God.
Because every motherfucker that said that is like my size.
Right.
Like my guts hanging over my dick.
Right.
My dick's like, hey, I don't got to worry when it rains. I got a nice awning over me.
You don't have to worry when your Russian hooker comes over and pees on you.
Exactly. Wait, I'm not Trump. Anyway, guys, I know it's just a short episode, but we're busy. We got our shit going on.
Sick.
We did think we figured some stuff out, though, so we should be back with a full episode on Thursday.
Yep.
It's crazy. Putting these out a lot.
I know.
Just great. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gabe.
Yep, peace.